Teenagers today are lonelier than ever. The percentage of high school seniors who rarely socialize has increased fivefold in the past 30 years. And with this isolation being perpetuated, along with the rise in technology, arises a temporary solution to this problem: AI chatbots. The number one use of generative AI in 2025 is therapy and companionship. People all over the world are starting to use ChatGPT not only as a quick and easy search engine, but as a substitute friend when they don't have one in real life. This is especially prevalent among children and teenagers. We decided to investigate the root cause of this trend. Why are youth drawn to AI to fulfill their emotional needs? What do they really think about the use of AI to replace friends? We interviewed children between the ages of 12 to 18 about AI's role in emotional relationships with humans. Here's what they have to say. How long have you used AI and what do you mainly use it for?
I've used AI since about 4 years now.
I have used AI since like last year, and then like I've had like Alexa in my house for a while. So.
I have used AI for 3 years.
I've used AI since the end of 2023 when ChatGPT 4.0 was more.
I think about 6 months.
I've been using AI since freshman of high school, and I use it mainly for studying.
I started using it about a year ago.
I've been using AI since 2022, 2021, whenever high school started and when ChatGPT started becoming big.
I probably used AI for about 2 years now, and most of the time I use it for school.
Which AI models do you use?
GPT, Gemini, and sometimes Deep AI.
I use ChatGPT, I use Gemini. Funnily enough, sometimes our Chromebooks also have Gemini inbuilt. So there's that. That's how I use Gemini, but it's mainly ChatGPT and Gemini.
I use Google Gemini.
I use ChatGPT a lot, but another AI I also use is Claude AI because it helps fill data sets fast, so I just use it for spreadsheets.
Mostly I use ChatGPT and Snap AI.
I use ChatGPT, Copilot, and Gemini.
What are your usual discussion topics when talking with AI?
I mainly use it for like general to explain concepts to me and to like explain physics concepts to me. When I'm trying to be more productive, I try to like give it like my schedule. I'm like, hey, like what improvements do you suggest I make? I think I also talk to it a lot about like how to like if I have a problem extracurricular, I'm like, hey, like I have this conflict with this conflict. How do I like minimize this, maximize this, make this more optimal? So I think I use that a lot.
I use AI for gathering resources when I'm studying.
I just talk about hey, what's the answer to this problem? Hey, how do I approach answering this problem? I don't use it mainly for conversation. I use it more so for mathematical processes.
I tend to be centered around math topics or refining my essays.
Usually it's about like school if I don't understand my math homework, or I do use it for like emotional aspects in the way that like I use it to like whenever I'm in like a situation where I don't know what to do, I just like ask it like, what do you think I should do? Because like like your friends like may not reply to you like instantly, so like ChatGPT or like Copilot is like a better option for that.
Do you ever consult AI similar to a friend?
I don't really think so. I think it's generally like I don't like prompt. I don't like write like full on emails with it though. I write like full sentences. So I guess in that way it's kind of like a friend, but like I wouldn't like I'm not gonna like talk to it like a friend like socially. I feel like just the way I address it is like colloquial and like more friend like because I don't want to type out like a whole like formal paragraph.
In the way that it helps me in my like emotional life and like my friends, yeah, because like whenever like I didn't know what to do in like a certain social situation has impacted me in the way that I react to it.
I've consulted AI once as a friend, And it was this time where I was in an argument with my friends and I didn't know what to do. I was like stuck in the middle, and I asked AI for help. I literally gave it the entire situation, like, and it literally gave me what I should say to the person, and I used it. I said that, write it casually, and yeah, I used that. So yeah, I've used AI for emotional help once.
I do not confide in AI emotionally because I don't think it has attributes to understand a human. Like, it's not human, it's a robot. So
Do you ever use AI as a substitute for real life relationships? If not, do you believe it could be used as one currently or in the future?
I believe it could be used in the future, especially seeing how Replica and all of those sort of AI models have been advancing, especially in recent memory. So, yes, I do envision that happening, but I have not used AI as a substitute for real life relationships, although I have seen it with my friends.
I do not think that it can be used as one because I think there's something like important about like humans interacting with actual humans rather than chatbots.
No, I don't use it because I don't believe it can be talked to like as a friend.
I think it could be used as like a companion or a friend, but I don't believe it can substitute a real life relationship because you probably need someone physically there for that.
What do you expect to see in the future about human AI social relationships?
I think that people are gonna probably use AI chatbots more in the future, especially as it approaches like being more human-like. I tried out like the ChatGPT like voice chat feature, and like it like breathes in the middle of its sentences and it like sighs. It's just like really weird.
I think that jobs like teaching will be replaced by AI.
I mean, if you don't have anyone to talk to in real life, maybe you might use AI because AI is always available for you. So I know that those relationships will only get stronger as like these AIs are going to become even more upgraded, even more technological.
A lot more development. I know like they're working on like physical robots now for like male loneliness and stuff.
Do you think AI can truly care about people? Why or why not?
As of right now, definitely not. It's just coded numbers, but maybe in like as it continually advances and like if it like if it's like integrated biology or something like that, like if it's complex enough as a human mind, I feel like that'd be really interesting to see.
I don't think AI can care about people because it doesn't have a brain or personality or heart.
I don't really expect a huge uptick, but I do know that a lot of AI chatbots and systems are getting more and more advanced. And so there may be the possibility of human, like true human connection, human AI connection by like 2030, 2035. That might seem a bit pretty early, but realistically, with how AI has been growing in the past 2 or 3 years, that does seem like a reasonable estimate nowadays.
I don't think they can care about them, but they just know like what people can think.
No, because it's just like a robot. Like a robot can't really have feelings.
I do not think that AI can truly care about people because it is just a piece of code and it is just following what that code is telling it to do, and it is just mimic or either that or it's just mimicking whatever you said and just rewording it in a similar fashion.
Um, while like every time I talk to AI, it does sound like it cares for me. It like asks me if I have any other questions, or like asks me if I need help on anything else. I don't think it can substitute for like any other like real relationship. Like I don't think it can like give you the sympathy you need. It just is programmed to speak the way it is.
I don't think AI can truly care about people because it is just something that is coded by, it's like I just can never see it happening. I only see it as like a tool, and yeah, it can say things, but I just don't think that it can provide like what a human would need. Maybe like it can help you out with something big or small, but it can't always be there for you. And also, you would always have to text it first. Like, it's never actually gonna text you first. So, and I know a lot of people like that, but I just don't see it becoming like that. Like, actually, like knowing another person's feelings and truly caring.
How do you think AI compares to human friends when it comes to listening or understanding you?
Listening, I mean, it's like by nature, chatbots is probably better at quote unquote listening, because it will like, it's not gonna interrupt you. But like understanding, I feel like that's a different problem, because AI chatbots will always listen to you, but like it won't, like if you ask your friend like, hey, like I have this like problem, like this really big problem, AI will always just try to give you like a mellow, like medium response. I feel like at least like ChatGPT will, and I feel like your friend might just give you like the answer that you actually need to hear, rather than like the answer that will like, it's like semi there, but like I feel like it won't really like take a very strong stance on anything, because it's just designed to be as pleasing to as many people as possible.
I think for some people it might like make them feel like heard and listened to, but for others like they can understand, oh, this is just code. Like I don't think it can replace friends.
I think AI will never relate to humans. They just like are programmed to say whatever is helpful to humans.
I think AI would think more logically than emotionally.
I don't think it can really understand any of human problems because it hasn't gone through them itself.
AI's okay. I mean, it just gives you the, for me, again, I only use it for math purposes, so it just gives me the answer, and instead of just like, I don't really find any sort of connection with it. But from what I have seen from like recent news, I do get the idea that some AI tools could be similar to a human friend, but I think the human friends are better and they're much more realistic compared to like the AI chatbots that we see.
I think that AI like as for humans, I think I like humans more. I've like never used AI as a therapist. So I think human friends are way better, but when they're not available, AI is a good resource and it'll always respond to you. So it does listen really well, sometimes even better than humans. But if a human that you know and trust is there, I would much rather take that over AI any day, because a real human has been in that situation and can probably understand it. Like AI, there's no ethos or okay, but there's no credibility, or like, you know, it's trained based off of actual data, but it's never been through the situation. So, yeah.
I feel like AI has a more direct approach to it, and like just like morally tells you like what you should do in situations instead of how you should react to your feelings, which is different. So it's like more robotics than like an actual person.
So AI may seem like a better understander or listener when it compares to human friends. However, I think that it actually is much worse in both aspects because it is not truly listening or understanding. Like I said, it's a piece of code. So it's not actually taking in any information that you are saying. It's just blindly copying what you are saying and then rewording it and adding some affirmative words. Whereas human friends, they can add in their input or they can add in their personal experience and they genuinely understand and process what you are saying.
Do you think AI relationships will be more common in the future? Would you want that for yourself, and what do you think about that?
Um, I think so, because I think AI would be used as a therapist or of some sort, and it can be more accessible to more people. So I think that could be like a positive way that AI is used in the future.
No, I do not want that for myself because I don't think AI can replace humans. So
I think it might because people like they might be lonely, and I don't want that to happen because they might lose sight of their friends, like their actual friends.
Yeah, I think so. They could be because AI is the future, and we already have like a lot of, as I said, they're like mental health chatbots or something like AIs that you can talk to, and like there's so many things like that. Even like the ones where you can like talk to your like different celebrities or something like that Meta AI has. I feel like it's gonna be more prominent in the future, but I'm not sure about how truly supportive it's gonna be.
Yeah, I do think that's the case. And would I want that for myself? No, I wouldn't want that for myself because I feel like I'm a bit more self aware about what's happening right now, so I don't want that to happen to myself. I just feel like the AI relationships would be a bit more negative to me.
I do think that AI relationships will become more common in the future because more people are using AI. AI is becoming bigger. And none of our generation grew up with AI, but the next generation, this generation, is growing up with it. Like toddlers that are getting exposed to AI already, and they'll be like, maybe I don't need that many human friends if AI can take off on so many different personas. And I don't want that for myself. I genuinely enjoy talking to people and not robots. So I am against using AI as a life, like a really like close friend.
In the future, I've seen videos of like Chinese kids playing with robots online, and I just don't think that's for me.
I do think that AI relationships will be more common in the future. Like I said earlier, there will probably be a lot of people seeking AI relationships. I personally would not want that for myself, and I personally think that that's very scary because that'll probably lead to more isolations, more mental health crises if there are no guidelines placed around this.
AI is known to often agree with or affirm anything a person says to it. How might this affect emotional relationships with AI, and does this impact your perception of it?
Because these AI chatbots, like, they're always trying to repeat and like agree with whatever you're saying, right? So I feel like it's almost the opposite of social media, because in social media on Instagram Reels, like everyone's trying to post like controversial stuff, outrageous stuff, so that it gets more interaction and views. Because what engagement is a lot of the time just arguments, right? But ChatGPT and like chatbots, I feel like it's almost like the opposite, because what's going on is that it's just always agreeing with what you're saying to continue the discussion. Because generally, with a chatbot, I feel like if it just outright disagrees with you, you'll be like, okay, I'm not talking to this chatbot anymore. Definitely a big stigma about talking to AI chatbots. I think that there's a lot of very public media cases on AI chatbots, like social companion AI chatbots, that are very negative, and I do think that's a very important issue to address. I think that I've seen like cases where it's actually helpful for people, especially for people who are like victims of abuse or have gone through a lot of things, where AI chatbots provide them a safe place to have like social interactions. It's important to be considerate of like the actual potential benefits for a certain sector of the population if it's useful.
oh, I think people are gonna start relying on it more since it's more like it agrees what they're saying, and it's like AI would be on their side, so humans would start relying on it more, and I don't think that's a good thing because it's like AI is allowing, like, it can allow like bad behavior instead of correcting.
I think that everyone loves it for that, like, because if someone isn't disagreeing, then you're gonna think that you're right, and that's gonna validate you. It's gonna empower you. It's like an ego boost. But someone needs to be there to tell you the right thing, especially in our age, in youth. We're not always making the right decisions, and even though our perception of AI is like boosted because we like it when it validates us, maybe we need someone to put us on the right track if AI is saying something totally like agreeing to something that is not really right.
I think if it is trying to agree with me in every single situation, even if I'm like wrong on something, that's probably not good, and it's gonna set up like a wrong sense of morality on both me and the AI, because then the AI is gonna go and tell someone to do something else, because it's like learning every time you speak to it, right? So I don't think it's that good.
I think that with AI agreeing or affirming to anything a person says is very alarming, and it could be very toxic in the future. For instance, if a person is continuously doing things that are negatively impacting others and it's constantly getting affirmed by an AI, then nobody's going to tell that person that this is bad, because it's only the person's only source is the AI, and obviously it's just affirming or agreeing. So that'll just be like a cascading effect and it'll just be a disaster.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would maybe be like you won't get a true sort of conversational vibe. It'll just be them just listening to you ranting, and it'll probably maybe make like some individuals have more deeper connections, but for me, I don't. It's the same thing. I only use it really for math, so.
As we can see from our interviewees, teenagers today have a variety of experiences and viewpoints on the issue of AI in emotional situations. Some have used chatbots in social situations and found comfort or benefit from them, while others have only ever used AI in academic contexts. However, many of them believed that AI was still not as authentic as a real human could be in emotional conversation, and that its advice tends to be vague and generic. The concept of AI sycophancy also complicated opinions, since affirming a person's every thought can be both confidence boosting and very likely detrimental. No matter chatbots' pros and cons, however, it is evident that education in AI literacy is imperative to keeping youth safe and encouraging less dependency on AI to function socially. So if you or someone you know uses AI regularly, whether that be for purely research purposes or as a virtual friend, make sure to learn about how it works and how to interact with it safely.